that's a little different. Playing a game called Teamfight Tactics, TFT, and I'm also joined by my sister right here.
Hello!
She can give a different perspective on things, since she and I have different perspectives of different strategies of how to play the game.
And I'm not as good as Dana is. I'm not any big rank, while my sister is better. Yeah.
Well, I've been playing a lot more.
So, Dana, first of all, for the people that are new and not joining, do you want to explain what it is?
It's basically you build a team by getting shops and getting them. So similar to drafting, and then you build your team, and you can get synergies, and then your team just automatically fights. You do not have to have very fast reflexes at all, and it'll make a lot more sense once I start also playing the game. I'm going to be walking through what I'm doing while I'm playing the game, helping you understand how to play.
Yeah, and I think, Dana, there's a little bit of history how you got into Teamfight Tactics, right? You want to tell people about that a bit?
Well, I don't remember when I first got into it, because that was a while ago. But when right before quarantine, I started playing it on TFT when it came out on mobile again, because my computer before this was bad. It was old. And then Magic events got canceled, and I couldn't go to those. So I was playing a lot of TFT.
And then the competitive Magic events you weren't old enough for, so branched out a little bit, and you got really into it. And you ended up...
Well, I had been really into it even before, so...
Oh, and Abram joined.
Hi,
Abram! Hello, Abram. Dana and Abram play a lot of TFT together.
Yes.
And then Sadie, who you saw earlier, is right here. You want to say hi again, Sadie?
Sure. Hello!
Sadie joins as well, although Sadie hasn't played as many games and isn't as into it. So you want to jump right into it a bit, or talk about maybe the different comps and your approach versus Sadie's?
There's a lot of different comps, and then you can just play with what you get. And then you can build synergies with that, or you can look up on guides to see what comps are good, kind of like what decks are good in the Magic meta.
Or you can do it how I do it.
Sadie, I haven't finished.
Oh, okay.
And then you can go off of a comp there, so that's what I like to do. And then my sister's approach.
Sadie, you want to say your approach?
So my approach is, because it's a lot more complicated. For me, it's very complicated to memorize many different types. Mostly focus on one comp and just master that, and maybe have a backup second one just in case. But that way I'm able to focus and make sure I get that one down and not have to worry about memorizing many different patterns and what to watch for.
That sounds good. And Pasico joined. Hey, Pasico.
Hi.
I don't think I know TFT. Don't worry. Ask questions. We can kind of
ask questions. I'll be.
We figured a lot of people are coming from the Magic world and may not be familiar with TFT, or they may.
And for the first game, I'm going to be explaining things. And my sister is going to be joining.
Yeah.
Yes, and Sadie's going to join, and we can kind of pop over and see what she's doing too. And Abram says, Dana, can I join you on your second game?
Or maybe you can join
that should work. Well, it might be a little simpler one at a time.
Yeah.
So let's maybe do one at a time. And then Johnny says, hello, Fischer fam. Michael Crit says, hello, folks. Hello, everyone.
And hi, Johnny.
Oh, Michael Crit said, here to learn. Excellent. This is going to be a fun learning experience.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay, you want to invite Sadie into the game?
Yes. Just inviting her, and then she's gonna pop in very soon when she clicks accept.
There we go. And shall we start?
And there's there was a microphone because that automatically happened.
Yep. Yeah, the game will come up in a second here.
Yeah, just it's really funky the way that.
Yeah, we might have to work a little bit more to set it up, but we got it.
Yeah,
earlier,
but
we got it somewhat at least here.
Yeah.
As soon as the game actually starts, don't worry. You'll be able to see it.
Yeah, you'll be able to
just
see
fine.
it when it actually starts. But right now it's actually a window, and it's hard to do window capture and the actual game capture. We haven't figured that out. We were, yet.
Yeah. We're definitely in learning mode here.
Yes. I'm also going to be streaming tomorrow at 4, because there's a tournament called the Guardian Angel League. It's an all-women's league, and they have tournaments, and I'm going to be playing in it tomorrow and be streaming it.
Just so that you guys know, me and Dana are Sadie Sparkle and Dana Sparkle with our characters.
Well, it's because when I was really young, before I started playing Magic, like 2, I loved Sparkle, so I just said Dana Sparkle was gonna be my name for everything, and then I signed up on.
No kidding.
And Michael Kritz says dope. Thank you, Michael Kritz. And explain what you're doing here.
Yeah, so you get an item, and you can choose any item here as long as someone or character, but you normally want to go for an item.
I go for character.
And you can choose that if no one else has taken it, because there's only one. And so I got a vest, and basically it gives extra armor, and what armor does is protect you from physical damage. There are 3 different types of damage: physical damage, magic damage, and true damage. True damage basically isn't a way to be prevented or reduced. And then magic damage can be reduced by mystics with just magic resistance. And then there is there's a
Why don't you just explain just the simple stuff you're doing right now?
Yeah, because I don't even understand.
Yeah, let's try the simple stuff here for those people that have never played. So what did you do?
So there's a shop of 5 things, and you have a certain amount of gold. I had 2 at the beginning of this, so and then I sold my thing with a chain vest, which is named Zaya, and she is worth 1 gold, so I sold her and I got 1 gold off of her. And then I also bought a Leona, Zoe, and a Caitlyn.
And the whole premise of the game is that you have different champions, and they basically combine in ways to create synergies. So for instance, right now, if you're looking at the screen, you see up in the corner, it's sort of on the side there, it says Sniper 2.
Yes.
So what does that mean, Dana?
So that means I have 2 snipers, and that equals a bonus. Some bonuses are 2s and 3s, and they can be upgraded. So you see how after there's a 2, there's a comma, and that says 4, and that means you get a next level. So if you get 4 snipers, you get the next level, which means they'll get 18% instead of 10% increased damage between attacks.
You also want to use your characters to get more, like, when you got the little character you get, which if you just starting out is a little thingy, your animal, you use that to collect the things when it's not a regular battle, when you're going against things. That way you're able to collect them, because you don't want them just lying out on the field. And
then one key thing for the champions, you just got a 2-star, right, Dana?
Yeah,
you want to explain that a little bit?
So there's different levels. There's 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star. If you have like only 1 or 2 of a champion, that will mean you have a 1-star. If you get 3 of the same champion, and as in multiples, you get to upgrade it to a 2-star, and then 3-star is 9 of the same champion, or 3 2-stars.
Now here, when you start out, you just fight essentially the kind of minions, basically, not really fighting another person.
Yeah.
This was the first battle where Dana fought against another person.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she didn't win that battle, and that's okay.
Because
she lost a little bit of health. Do you want to explain about the health, Dana?
But you have 100 health
Maybe
points.
go slowly too, so people can understand.
You have 100
easily.
health points, and then each time you lose, you get a certain amount of health points down. Just like if you had a creature and it took damage, if it went to 0 health left, or then it would die. Basically, if you get to 0, you will die.
Dana!
Oh, and Dana and Sadie are facing off against each other. Sadie won her first round.
And I think Sadie's going to beat me because she has a better her units are, her champions are 2. She has 2 2-stars, and I only have 1.
Right.
And I have a good bonus, which also helps.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So she has a good synergy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The silver little thing. You want to see how you tell 2 stars from 1 stars too, Dana?
Yeah, so you see on my Leona, she has a silver here. And my Vayne and my Caitlyn, who are just 1 star, just have bronze, and my Poppy.
And Pastico says, well, it definitely looks interesting. Well, thank you, Pastico, for checking it out. And please don't be shy if there's any questions on things.
Now I put a Lucian in for a cybernetic bonus. And so I need an item for everyone to get that bonus. So I'm going to put just the chain vest on my Lucian and my rod on my Leona so they can all get the bonus, because what cybernetic says is they have to have at least 1 item to get the bonus. So that's why on my cybernetic champions, I put items.
And Abram suggests sell your bench so that you can kind of get more gold, which you haven't explained too much yet.
Yeah, but
Abram's
I'll just do that.
TFT player.
He's really good as well.
Yep. And you want to explain about the economy and why it makes sense to sell and get 10 gold?
If you get 10 gold, you get an extra interest gold. And you can see how many interest you have by looking here, and that little gold thing you'll get there. It's a little hard to see because this is a carousel, so I can pick an item.
My Nico.
Oh, Sadie found the champion she really likes on the carousel. That's very cool.
No one get. Okay, good. If you can't tell what I'm
Abram
talking
says
about,
spatula.
Oh, yeah, it got taken though.
Ah.
I definitely did want the spatula. Especially since I think I'm going to be going cybernetics
Nice.
with my 2-star Leona, Vayne, and Lucian.
I am going a 6-star Guardian because those are my favorites.
Like always.
Pretty much.
And that actually can be a very good strategy starting out, is just sort of like focus on, okay, getting good at one particular like synergy.
Which is what my sister did.
Right. So
I
Sadie's
still
going
do
for the
it,
Star
because it
Guardian
works for me.
synergy.
I got an Ari from the carousel, but I sold her because I wanted the glove.
And the Star Guardian synergy, basically the Star Guardians will
Here,
give
I can
mana.
quickly take this Syndra for a second and show. Star Guardians spellcast grant mana to other Star Guardians because you need mana to cast your spell.
Right.
And then there's different levels of Star Guardians. And I'm just going to throw the Caitlyn back in so my team
And so Abram's suggesting if you want to maybe sell some of the champions to econ up again, or keep them to try and kind of rank them up star-wise.
I'm going to keep these, but I don't need the Poppies and Zoes, which I know Sadie will like.
Thank you.
Because there's a certain amount of champions in the pool. There's a lot of them, but if you take some, it will limit the chance.
Abram suggests if you maybe want to sell the Caitlyn, since you won.
Yeah.
Which is another point about the economy here. If you win, you get an extra gold.
Ooh,
If you win a lot in a row, then you start getting more and more. You want to mouse
by a
over
win
the win
streak.
streak?
So if you win multiple times in a row, that's when you will get more gold the more times you win. So like if you have 2 to 3 wins in a row, you'll get 1 extra gold. And then with 4 wins in a row, you get 2 extra gold. And then 5 or more wins in a row, you get 3 extra gold. And so you want to keep up the win streak if you have it, if
Or
possible. Or a lose streak, but lose streaks aren't as good because you lose health. But you
still get extra gold.
Yeah, you still get extra gold. But
So it's not the end of the world if you have a lose streak at the beginning of the game. You just don't want to have it at the end, basically.
yeah, because later in the game you'll also lose more health.
Yeah.
Now, did you explain about items combining yet, Dana?
No, I haven't. But yeah, so I have this tier, and when all my champions come back,
So Imprintex says, hey, awesome to see you guys streaming TFT. Yep, it's our first time, thank you. Have you played any Jumpstart on Arena yet?
I have not yet. No, but I updated Arena and I'm gonna want to play some.
You're going to be doing that soon, probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Also, so for these monsters, what they do is once you kill one, the rest of them heal to full health. So I want to have all my champions focus on the same one, so that I don't waste some and they won't die as easily.
Well, you try and have them focus on one. They don't always listen.
This is true.
Like mine isn't listening.
Michael Crit said, I'm definitely looking forward to Jumpstart. Also, I might give this game a whirl sometime. Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's kind of interesting how it does have a lot of similarities
League
with
of
Magic.
Legends because it's in League of Legends, or you can play it on mobile. Teamfight Tactics on mobile. I'm gonna level, here to put Shen on. Shen will give me Chrono bonus, which means all my things will attack faster.
Imprintex says Historic Elves is looking powerful.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Dana is going to do a YouTube video.
Yes, with
very
Luca
soon.
Jack.
Yeah, with
stream,
Luca.
actually.
Building Historic Elves with Jumpstart. Because you're pretty excited about that, aren't you?
And for items combining wise, I have this tier, and I have which are half items. Tiers, cloaks, rods, vests, swords, and gloves. I think are half items, and then you can combine them to make full items. So like this tier would combine with this rod to make Illuden's Echo, which does a special ability, or it can combine with this vest, which also does a special ability, or it can combine with this cloak, and this cloak can combine with the other two doing different things.
Basically, you combine different things to make different things.
Yes.
And yes, I see that Imprint. So Michael Kritz is asking for a link, the YouTube channel. So I will put that in here.
Yeah.
And
There we go.
Am I
So I
playing
put that
against
link
you,
in
Sadie,
there.
again?
Oh,
Let's see
no.
if I can get revenge.
Dana, I just added the Annie. Good luck.
Good luck. I have a lot of, I've got some more quality units. Because 1 costs are not as powerful, and then 2 costs are a little more powerful. 3 costs are more powerful. 4 costs are more powerful, and 5 costs are more powerful because they're more expensive.
Dang it.
And that's generally.
I just lost to Dana.
I have a lot of 2 costs, and I have a 1 cost, and I have 2 costs, 2 1 costs, and you can tell because this one will sell for 1 gold, and if you have a 2-star 1 cost, it will sell for 3 gold, and then here it's a 2 cost because it sells for 5 gold if it's a 2-star, or you can have and so.
Yeah.
And then Vayne is a 3 cost. She's more expensive, and most people don't have it yet.
Hey, Dana.
Yeah?
I just got a 2-star Nico.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Just for reference, it's kind of hard to get those right now because a lot of people are playing that.
And
So
do you want to
that's
show
like-
people?
No, and you're a lower level, and if you level, you'll increase the chance of getting the higher cost units. But since I'm only level 5, I'm gonna see mostly 1 cost and 2 costs, a little bit of 3 costs here and there, and some very slim chance of getting a 4 cost.
But no
And
5 costs.
Yeah, no 5 costs until you're level 7, and
By then it's
or
still
you
bad.
get it on a carousel. Ooh.
Oh, now there's the next carousel.
okay.
I want, so this
Rosa and
is
Sinja.
Irelia. It's hard to tell each character on the carousel because it doesn't say at first. But I want this Irelia because she's a cybernetic and a very key part of my comp.
I'm
And
gonna
she
go with
gets
Soraka.
Abram
I
says
want
this is a great start. It's a first.
Dang it. I had to choose between Soraka and Sinja. I went with Soraka because it's a higher cost, meaning I'm
Well,
less
Syndra's
likely
more
to-
important for your comp. And I wanted the Syndra anyways, though.
Oh.
But that's
someone
okay.
took it, but someone took
You each got something.
Well, I wanted the Syndra for the glove
Yes.
because I want.
Are you gonna sell her?
I was gonna sell her because I wanted the gloves that was on her, and you probably did not want that.
Oh, you did get the Syndra. I see.
Oh, you did it?
No, someone else got her.
Oh, well, that's
okay.
not my fault.
I know. All right.
Oh yeah, you should
okay.
see when the girls are like taking things from each other. It's like it can get ugly.
Except we more like taking things from you.
You know what?
Hmm.
Yeah, we can. Well, it's
Oh.
fun taking things.
By the way, we have 10 viewers.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
Welcome everyone.
Hello.
For those of you that didn't hear, trying something a little different here. Dana, probably her second game after Magic is Teamfight Tactics, and she's played a lot of it, gotten up to platinum rank, and
Yeah.
is kind of demonstrating a little
I'll say
bit.
that I'm playing against someone with A Star Guardian team.
Oh, I know. I played against them and lost because they had it, and I'm mad about it.
Well, I totally crushed them.
Thank you, Dana.
And then Abra mentioned too that a lot of comps you have a front line and a back line. The front line is tank your units, and the back line is the main damage dealer.
Yeah.
That's a good concept, Abra.
Yes.
Thank you for pointing it out.
And if you click on them too, it will say what range it is. So here on that little arrow thing, it will hover and it will be attack range. And this one's a 180 attack range, and so is the Shen. The main ones are going to be 180 and 660. There's going to be a little bit of 420s. And beyond that's hard. Like the Syndra's an 890, and this Lucian's an 890, but this Vayne's an 1100. Although my backline at the moment is more.
So Sadie was just mentioning, if you want to click over on Sadie, so over there you can click on people.
And
so
see the
Sadie
3-star.
just got a 3-star, Leona,
Which is really
which is very, very powerful.
Especially this early in the game.
I should also mention that you can't really, you probably already picked up on this, but you can't actually tell your characters to do anything right now.
Yeah. They just fight. And build
Another name for this
strong.
genre is an auto battler.
Yeah.
And then Abram points out, right now Dana's in a good spot because she has a strong front line and great damage dealers on the back line.
Yes.
So and actually
Which
Dana
is
is
why
in first.
I'm on a win streak.
She's on a win streak.
As you can see, that this little symbol means win streak, or how many wins in a row. And this says 5.
You have a lot of gold too.
Yeah.
You're at 77 gold.
Which
you
is good
don't get
because
any more
this-
interest, right, Dana, after 50 gold?
After 50 gold, you don't get interest. And for this comp, you want to be leveling. I'm just going to level because it will give, especially because this is a monster, you're most likely going to get at least 1 gold coin, making me go back up to 50. And it'll help me keep up my win streak because you want to keep up your win streak.
Well, you'll beat the monster anyway. Oh, I don't think you got a gold though.
No, I did.
You did?
I got.
Oh, you did. Okay,
Yeah.
you're good. You're good then.
Lots of gold there.
You're good.
All right.
Yes, and Sadie's very excited. So you want to say why you're excited?
I got a 4 cost.
Yes. You
Yeah.
want to click over to Sadie and show?
This is a
Victor.
4
No, the
cost.
Victor is what she's excited about.
This is an other 4 cost.
Yes. So that was kind of what her composition needs. It's sort of like for those Magic players out there,
Yeah.
if you're drafting and you get something that works really, really well in, what your strategy is.
Yeah. Or just like a really good card.
Right.
But in this case, it's
Like you're
really
going green-white and you get the Conclave
Yeah.
Mentor Uncommon Signpost guy, like something like that.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you needed. Yeah, Abram says, yeah, her team has gotten a huge gold advantage and letting her level up faster than everyone else.
Yes.
And Michael Crick says, that was what I was going to say. This is like drafting, but with better positioning and more dynamic. That's a great way of putting it, Michael.
Yeah.
This really is a
And
similar
I
feel
actually
to
don't
drafting.
want this Syndra because she doesn't fit with my comp, and I want the Vayne, but I didn't have anyone else to
Yeah.
put on it before that, so.
Because that is another thing. We haven't gone into it that much. But one thing is also looking for what's underdrafted. And so
Yeah.
that's where you can scout at what opponents are doing.
So like if you click on them, you can see what their team is.
And then if you see that like a lot of people are drafting it's like drafting when you can see what people are drafting essentially. So you can tell what's underdrafted, what's overdrafted, those sorts of things.
And, yeah.
Oh, and then we have, let's see, a tip here from Mod. Say you can press Q for faster scouting.
Uh-oh, I did not actually know that.
I think that's
did
similar.
one.
Yeah, we do one. I don't know if Q and 1 are the same thing or not.
Q1 and Q1
Yeah.
are the same thing,
Shall we
I think.
mention about how the characters can jump around and do jump rope?
Oh, yes. So do you want to mention on the
Yeah.
characters?
yes.
Oh yeah, so if you can click over to mine, you can see that you're able to kind of like make your character, like I'm making mine roll around, shake it. To jump up, you're able to basically make your characters do things, and it's a really useful tool.
Yeah, and for well, it's not useful. It's just a fun
Well,
thing
it's
to
fun,
do.
so I call it useful because I find it fun. So
So the various emotes,
I'm
you can
gonna
get
grab
different
this
characters in the
Aurelian
game.
Soul, which is really good because he's a 5 cost.
Yeah, Abram says, oh my Acel, 6 cyber time.
Yep. And for my character, and to do that, you can hit Control 1, 2, and 3, and each one does a different thing. So Control 1 is my hula hoop, and then jumping on my tail, and then dancing.
So Magical Cell says right now I'd level to 8 and pick up the ASOL.
Yep.
And I think that's what you
exactly
did.
what I did.
Perfect. You're in sync.
I'm kind of mad because I've been forgetting to level when I'm supposed to, so I'm kind of behind.
Oh,
Even when I
okay.
have a great character that I can't put on right now, I'm it.
So Rocket Man joined. Hey guys.
Hi.
Hey Rocket Man. If you notice, we're doing something a little different, playing some Teamfight Tactics.
I'm a sleeper. I can even see the color.
Ooh, I want a glove.
My Syndra. My Syndra.
And Rocket Man, I don't know if you've played TFT or are familiar. Earlier, we were kind of giving a walkthrough of different things, so you can
Ask
watch
questions
the.
if you need.
Yes, exactly. Ask questions. You can later rewatch the video, or we'll probably put it up on YouTube too. What do you think, Dana?
Yeah.
So we can probably do that.
Ooh, I want that bow. I definitely want that bow now.
But the idea is basically, it's like drafting in Magic is probably the closest thing.
Yeah.
You're getting different combinations of characters and items and kind of making them do the best things. Madge says, get the glove to get Last Whisper. Oh, Rocket Man says, I quit playing it. Too much RNG for me. Abram says, I pick belt for red buff here.
Whoa, I'm gonna do that just for now. That.
Okay.
Alright. Now I can put, I want to put these two items on my vein, to make Gwynsus.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
Now I.
Ooh, 2-star vein, that's good. Ooh, Irelia. I want to put, or you know what? This is gonna be better, because Jana, so Starship is just an extra thing that you only need one thing, and because there's only one thing, which is the ASOL, and then Paragon is my Jana.
Rocket Man asks, do you actually play League of Legends, though?
I have. I started
Sadie has,
playing.
too.
I started playing when I was 4 years old, but then I just like TFT a lot more, and that's all I've been playing really. I'm gonna sell these to make 50 gold.
Okay, because I don't have any use for these things. I think I'm gonna figure out something.
Dana, you just destroyed me.
Sorry, I can't help my comp is so good. My comp's good.
And Sadie actually hasn't played for a while here.
No.
But she decided to jump back in to kind of give a more of a learner's, beginner's perspective on the game.
Yeah. She's not quite a beginner herself, but she knows.
I know enough. That's basically
she knows.
it.
She knows quite a bit.
Michael says, nice sisterhood rivalry.
Whoa! I just got an echo here.
Nice, Dana.
Okay, that's kind of what you needed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Abram says, echo.
I think I'm going to replace the Dana soon after this round.
I might be out soon.
It's okay, Sadie, you can do it.
Come on. No!
You can do it, Sadie.
15 left.
You
Do
can
you mind
it.
helping me, please?
Spend away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spend.
Okay. I'll go off to the side here.
Yes,
Give
do
Sadie a
Soraka.
little,
Yeah, little.
Syndra, Zoe.
I'm gonna roll.
Soraka.
well, hold on, pause here.
Why behind? Why?
Because you're facing a monster here. So don't spend too much here, because you're facing a monster. So
There we go.
when you're playing
That's
against
6
a...
cybernetic.
What's
So
Soraka?
now I'm going to
You
put
can tell something.
this vest here.
Yeah, I need to figure out what
Or I probably should have put the
I'm
vest
probably
on the
gonna keep
echo,
it.
actually.
Probably gonna keep Victor.
Oh yeah, and echo freezes time, so even your little character can't move. Ooh, I'm so glad I got that glove. Now I can put this Last Whisper on my.
Well, now your vein's pretty stacked, huh?
Yep, and now I'm gonna put this on echo. So now my cybers
Okay,
get
now
the
you probably
cyber
wanna-
bonus, or cybernetic. I call it cybers for short. Most people call it cybers for short because cybernetic can be a long word to say. Ooh, wow, another echo. Alright. I think honestly, I think I actually want to go 9. Level 9, which is the max level. You can only go level 9. That's the highest level again.
I may or may not be about to die, so
That is okay. I mean, the good news with this thing is that you have you know,
And this is
you
normal
can always
mode.
just jump back into another one, and it's all good. So Madge says, in my opinion, you'd use a Thresh as a replacement for Caitlyn. Mana Reaver is really useful.
Yeah, Sniper is also really useful, so I think since I have so much health and
So you
so
got
much
knocked
gold.
out?
Yeah, and if you can tell, my character down there, you can see how...
It's at my -2.
So that's how you kind of know if someone is...
Well, after a little bit, it will go to 0.
And also,
But that's how they determine if 2 people die in the same round. Whoever lost more badly and has the most negative, or the highest negative number, is the one who actually gets the lower place. They just actually changed that before. If you were literally the last one to die, so people would run over to the edge to not die. But
So Matthias Vega says, what is Dana's favorite tribe besides elves? And least favorite color?
oh, my least favorite color is blue.
Yeah, that's easy.
My second favorite tribe,
That's a good one.
I think, is dinosaurs. Definitely
Oh,
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs. Okay.
Dinos.
Okay, I can see that.
Dinos.
Huh?
And
Dinosaurs is.
yeah,
and-
dinosaurs is a tribe in Magic. And then Pro Gaming with Ed says, mess 'em up, Dana.
Yes, win since I
Matthias
died.
says, nice.
Yeah, well, I'm
Are you
in
gonna,
first,
are you
Sadie.
gonna avenge Sadie?
Yeah, I'm in
You
first
better.
and on a 4-win streak, Sadie.
Now, to be fair, Sadie, when was the last time you played?
I don't.
Still, I
probably
should
can
have got an
so.
8.
It can take practice. So Madge says, what do you think about elves versus humans matchup in Modern?
I think Elves has the advantage. Elves in Modern has the advantage in most creature deck matchups.
And then Abram says, Dana's incredibly far ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 4-win streak, and you're in first, and you've got a lot of gold.
Just for the record, on anything to do with magic, I just vote for whatever is closest to Elspeth.
So do you do like Elspeth Tribal?
I don't know what that is, I just vote for Elspeth.
All Elspeths, basically.
Yes, I vote for that
Ooh,
then.
you lost.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your strategy now, Dana? What are you thinking about here at this point in the game?
So I think I want to try and level and get a Thresh to get Mana Reaver. And there's this Echo. I want that.
Yeah, Abram says, what? That Echo?
I want that Echo to get a 2-star Echo.
You're going to get the Echo is the question.
Oh, come
You're
on!
not going to get the Echo.
They barely beat me. I think
So
I get
Max is
the
going to try getting
hand
this
and
statics for Echo as well.
Oh, yeah. The Vi's better. Here. I'm going to put this here because once I get a 2-star Vi, I'm going to still Lucian.
Oh, okay. Abram, like the statics as well on that for Echo.
Well, I'm going to go double Echo right now because,
Double Echo? Okay then.
well, I leveled to 9,
Yeah.
which is very surprising that I still have 50 gold and level to
Yeah, you've
9.
got a lot of
Normally,
gold.
nobody does that.
You do have a lot of gold.
Oh, Thresh. Oh, darn it. I found him a little late. Oh,
That's
wow.
okay. You'll still be in the game for a
They're
while.
really strong. A 3-star Master Yi, and he's a 3-cost, so.
So Abram said, honestly, I would have built 2 statics over blue buff and Ginsu's. Statics can be really good. So yeah, that's one of the other things in this game, for those of you not familiar, that you learn what all the items do.
And some items are good on particular champion.
Exactly. And then certain ones are good in combination with other champions or other items.
Mm-hmm.
So it really is all about kind of combining in the different synergies.
Infinity Edge and Last Whisper go really well together because since Vayne does physical damage, armor stops that. So the Last Whisper says whenever you inflict a critical hit, it reduces the armor by 75% for 3 seconds. But then, and Infinity's Edge basically says now you always crit. So now on every attack, it will be reducing the armor. Which is why these 2 items are a good combo.
And what are you looking for now to get...
Well, I want to
Matt
choose
says
her
get the
Echo.
Soraka from the shop. She's really good at pulled by Thresh.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is really a key thing to it's a little bit different when you're playing with Thresh. You're paying attention to what's on your bench.
Thresh is a very unique
Okay, there's the Echo.
There's a 2-star Echo, which is good. I'm just gonna get this Jinx and get a good bench.
Okay.
Or just get things on my bench, because Thresh, when he pulls stuff in, it gives you an extra character, which means you want stuff.
Yep. And Abram says, and a great item.
Yeah. This basically, you can't see it because it's on what's called a monster. Basically, it's not a real player. And I got a Rabadon's Death Cap, and it increases the spell power. Because everybody has spells, and so it can increase the power.
Do you put it on Echo or Aurelia, Abram asks?
Definitely,
For the Death Cap.
probably Echo. Because Echo wants to, because also Echo's 2-starred.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go. Now you have a lot of stuff on your bench there.
I'm just gonna do that, to have a good bench.
Okay.
But then, actually, I'm gonna sell.
You might dilute a little bit. Madge says you do not. It triggers when a unit deals magic damage. Aurelia is full AD. So it wouldn't have worked as well on the Aurelia, I think is what he's saying. So what they're saying there. Abram says actually, okay, so not quite sure on that front. Either way, it's on Echo now.
All right.
Okay, so what's your plan now, Dana? What do you think you're going to...
Well, I can't be leveling. Ooh.
The programming says every champion benefits from ability power in this set. Maj says get the Urgot. Get the Urgots. Plural even.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Urgot's a really good thing to pull in.
Oh, and sure enough, Thresh pulled it in.
Nice, nice.
Oh.
Yours is a little underwhelming to...
Yeah.
Yeah, Maj says, yeah, they're incredibly powerful. Abram says, Hodge is good on Echo.
Let's get the Zerath, because Zerath can be strong. Echo's also strong.
Ah, that's good. Yeah, I was a little worried about that Fiora on your bench. She's not really as strong.
No, she's not very strong. Because she's a one-cost. One-costs definitely fall off in the later game. Ooh.
Oh, somebody pulled ahead of you, Dana.
Yeah.
But it's only you two. It's
Oh,
you
wow,
and
that's a Teemo. Blue buff means, and his mana cost is 40. Well, technically it's 70, but then there's a bonus that's
Oh, did you
Astro
explain how
reduces-
mana works here, Dana?
Oh yeah, mana basically if you get I think I might have, but I'm not
Okay,
sure, so I'm gonna explain it again. And what mana does is if you get enough mana, like each character has a different amount of mana to cast that they need to cast their spell, and if you get that mana, they cast their spell.
Abram suggests rolling all your gold after this.
Yeah.
Because it's getting
And I want the Thresh.
it's getting pretty late
Yeah, actually,
in the game.
I'm gonna grab this. Grab the static shift for the Echo. I
Okay?
probably wanted the Jenna with the static shift actually, because she's a higher cost.
So you
Because
get
on the
more gold,
carousel,
right?
the gray is a one cost, the green is a 2 cost, and blue's 3 cost.
So you want to roll down
It's
here?
4 cost. Yeah.
So what Dana's doing here, she's rolling down to get powerful units that can kind of combine to form 3 stars. Or at least 2 stars at first.
I don't want King Plink.
Oh, there we go. 2-starred the Echo. Or sorry, the Thresh.
Thresh, Daddy. Echo.
You'd already 2-starred the Echo. Maj says, yeah, only keeps Soraka's, Janna's, and Urgot's on bench, so Thresh always drags a good unit.
Lulu's also good.
So Rocket Man asks, what was that feather red thing? Oh, I think Rocket Man might be talking about the upgrade.
Oh.
Yeah, certain units you can kind of upgrade
Well, that's only
so that their
gameplay.
abilities...
It's only gameplay.
Yeah.
Well,
It was only gameplay for what you had. And would have made Gangplank stronger, but Dana didn't want the Gangplank anyway, so it wasn't really worth it.
Ooh, I want Aesol instead of the Lulu, maybe.
Okay.
Ooh.
There's something. Yeah, Rocket Man, it was only for Gangplank in that particular case.
That's a 2-star Janna.
Okay, how's your bench look? Because that's going to be what's kind of key for this.
Here.
Okay.
So that way, Thresh will pull in a good unit. And if
Abram
the Thresh pulls in
says
Thresh,
you want to sell your Echo. Oh, yep. He was. You were thinking along the same line. Sell the Echoes. Okay, let's see here. This one looks reasonable.
yeah, I think getting the 2-star Janna in
Okay, excellent, excellent.
was really helpful. This is a monster, so I don't have to spend any because the monsters are easy to beat.
So the other player in the game, the only other player in the game, is down to the 2 of you, is at 30.
And I'm
You're
at
at
6. So
So
basically,
you probably
I
need to
can't
win
lose.
2 more,
Yeah.
and you can't lose.
Yeah.
But it's also, there's a concept of kind of top 4, bottom 4.
Yeah.
And basically, when you're playing in ranked,
Which this is normal because I'm explaining things, but I'm gonna play ranked after this, so you can get a sense of that too. Ranked will generally have better players.
and in ranked, if you get in the top 4, you'll generally go up in rank, or at least make progress towards it. Bottom 4 go down. So there's definitely like a top 4, bottom 4. But of course, if you do even better, it has an even greater effect. Conversely, if you do even worse, it has a worse effect there.
Ooh. There's another Urgot.
And Abram is sending you a message in chat in the game too.
Wait. Ah, ha.
Okay, let's see how this one goes. Ooh, this one looks tough, Dana.
No. Yeah. Well, second's
well.
not bad.
Second's not bad, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. Mon says good game, well played. Thank you. Programming with Ed says good game. Thank you. All right, so that one was a little bit more of a explaining game, right?
Yes.
Um,
And now we can, ooh, there's some rewards here. You can collect rewards with the more TFT you play. I've gotten most of them. Now we're gonna play ranked. So I'm gonna be playing with people who are similar to my rank, which is platinum.
oh, Jamie
thank you.
Tuffles is rating.
Thank
oh,
you,
whoa.
Jamie.
Do you want to do ranked or do you want to do a normal game for kind of all the new people? Why don't we do a normal game, Dana?
Sure.
All right, so I'll explain while you set things up a little bit. Sorry, we're just
Yep.
getting set up, everyone, here, and thank you very much, Jamie, for the raid.
And Abram's gonna join me for this game because he wanted to join for the second one.
Yep, Dana's actually trying something a little bit different. Do you want to join as well? Yeah, you want to invite
Okay.
Sadie as well?
Yeah.
So
I need to get better than the 8.
this is a game called Teamfight Tactics, or TFT, for those of you that aren't familiar.
And with
It's
all
Dana's,
with no magic tournaments.
Yes, it's Dana's
Um,
second here. Why don't I explain so you can be
Yeah.
playing a bit, and you start the game.
Ah.
Cool. So yeah, so Teamfight Tactics, that's a game that has a lot of similarities in Magic, specifically as it relates to drafting. It has a lot to do with finding the right synergies and finding different pieces that work well, just like you are drafting in Magic, and cards work well with one another, or certain colors work well. It's a lot of those similar concepts. So it's not like traditional League of Legends where it has some aspect of reaction times and aiming and all that. This is a lot more just, based on, pure strategy and having the right pieces that fit well with one another. And when Magic tournaments sort of got canceled due to the pandemic, and then a lot of the Magic events, Dana wasn't old enough to play in them, because a lot of
So
them
I
have
decided
age
to
limits.
play TFT because I had played a lot of it before as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Lots of it.
Yeah, so on that front, Dana just really enjoyed playing this, and with all the time at home anyway, sort of picked up Teamfight Tactics as a second game. And you made it, so before they did a bit of a reset.
I made it all the way to Platinum 1,
Yep.
which is top 4%.
Yes, so she ended up having a bit of a knack for the game.
And I grind a lot. Normally, I try and play one game a day, but I've been having some camps.
Right.
Stuff.
So I realize, a lot of you coming from the Magic world. Some of you may have played this. It's actually a game pretty, popular amongst a lot of Magic players. But it's also true that some of you may not. So we explained a bunch of things beforehand. We'll try explaining a little bit this game as well, since we have a lot of new people. So welcome everyone, all 53 of you at the moment. From that perspective, feel free to ask questions. But the way it starts off is everyone's going to pick a champion from a carousel.
Yes.
And basically think of it almost like
people take the item rather than the champion.
But I take the champion instead of the item.
Yes.
And also, there's a way to tell the character in the game. You won't be able to see really who's who unless you read the name. Another way to tell is our characters. So if you look at Dana, she has this little mouse thing. So when you see the little mouse thing on screen, it's going to be Dana. So that's another way to tell.
You can't see anyone else's mouse. And also for this, there's different galaxies that you can get. Treasure Trove basically means that whenever you kill a minion, you get you can get an item or a loot orb, which can be gold or an item.
Right. So right now, all of them have the same item. So it's really there is about picking kind of the champion. Dr. Unk says, wait, so Sadie plays TFT but not Magic? What gives? Sadie, you want to answer that one?
Yeah, I just don't like the game as much, and while I don't play this game that much, I do play it a little bit. I also mostly play it because I like beating my dad, and then me and my sister will team up on him and steal all his characters.
What you like to do?
That's the funnest thing ever.
You see what I have to put up with over here?
Ooh, I got that. Thank you, Divitutra. Sorry if I pronounced it.
Thank you, Tristan, for the follow. Appreciate it. So normally, also for those of you that are new here, normally we will be streaming Magic here on Fischer Magic, but Dana wanted to try something a little bit different, stream some TFT. She's actually going to be in an all-female tournament tomorrow.
Yes, and I will be streaming that. It's going to start at 4 around.
Yep, so it's going to start similar time, a little bit later than we started today. So she's kind of giving streaming a go for the first time here. Nerdine says, haha, poor Adam. I know. You see? Definitely.
No.
That one makes the worst bad jokes in the world.
The girls don't agree here.
Just hear the jokes that you make. No.
DV Dutra says, thank you for the content. Well, thank you for joining us. So pretty much here, again, just like drafting in Magic, where you have different cards and you're looking kind of for like combinations and what cards you want next, that's essentially what these champions that you see here are making up. And they have different abilities and different synergies here are a bit more explicit. Like Danny, you want to point out the Celestial bonus that you have here?
Yeah, Celestial, actually this one applies to all characters, and it has everybody heals. So everybody gets to heal.
And Mullins is joining, says, hey, how's your night? Hey, Mullins, as you can see, doing something a little different, some Teamfight Tactics and explaining some of the similarities with Magic drafting, as well as just generally how to play. So now Dana has 2 different synergies going, Blade Master and Celestial. And the synergies also can kind of be thought of as colors, they're things that work well together, and all that.
I've got 3 Blade Masters and 2 Celestials. 2 really high cost units, which is really good, but you get some of those since we're in Treasure Trove. So what happened before were we were fighting minions, and every time I killed one of them, I would get a loot orb, which is one of these items, or a gold, or it can be a champion.
Or what you could also, but now we're playing against like
real
actual
people.
players.
Right.
So now if you win it, you get to keep your health and get some gold.
Oh, wow.
But if you lose,
Go
you
Fiora.
actually lose health. Like
Yes.
I'm about to lose. So.
And like that one, Dana came really, really close.
But my Fiora just...
Yeah, your Fiora ended up carrying it out there
and then I just
winning.
lost, so I lost health.
And Dana's actually playing here with 2 friends of hers, Abram and Sadie. Sadie's a friend and a sister.
Yes.
Sadie's a sister.
She's playing with 2 people. She knows. I'm glad you consider your sister your friend. This is a good thing. Abram says, check my board. It's crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's check. Oh, okay, there.
That's a Jarvan.
Yeah, so that's another thing you can do in this game is you can scout and you can basically check what other people
people's
are
board.
picking.
And you can click on their little icon, or you can press Q, or you can press 1. So this is pressing Q. I'm pressing 1, and then I can click to look at a specific person.
And Tristo asked, what kind of deck are you playing tomorrow? Well, actually, tomorrow is a TFT tournament. Unfortunately, the Magic tournaments are a little bit closed off to Dana. For instance, we believe, although we're trying to confirm, what they announced with everything with the qualifier weekends, those are all 13 and up. And because Dana still has a little over 3 years to go before she's 13, then the Magic events are a little tricky. And you have, what, a little over 8 years for the Arena Open. Yeah, so that's not so good. It's just different in the digital world from the paper world.
But I believe there will be some Magic on her YouTube channel, if I am correct.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So yeah, Dana's still playing Magic, I think, for, she still enjoys it. Still for fun. It's just the tournament scene is a little hampered at the moment with everything. And then Dr. Unk says, good thing we have no age restriction on
Sadie,
historic
I'm playing
brawl.
against someone who has 8 Zoes.
What? Can you kill them so I can get some of their Zoes? I would really appreciate their
beat
Zoes.
them.
Thank you.
Tristo says, oh, that's fair. 3 years until she headlines the Pro Tour. Well, thank you, Tristo. That's awfully, awfully kind of you. And Mod says, honestly, I wouldn't try going Blade Masters here. You don't have any of the right items for Master Yi.
Yeah, I think.
Thank you for the tip.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna go Blade Masters. I just am going them for the time being.
My Nico.
What? 4 spatulas? What is this carousel?
It's a crazy one. And Abram says
My
he just
Annie.
beat Sadie and Dana.
Yeah, no fair, by the way.
And that Blade Masters are a Zaya carry now. DV Ditra says, give us the YouTube link so we can go there and subscribe. Yeah, I'll post a direct YouTube link here.
That's your job, Daddy.
Yeah, I know. I'm falling behind here.
Bad
I'm
job.
playing.
So we will do that.
Time to dig into
I
the
will go ahead
marshmallows.
and do the direct link here as well. Yeah, a lot of the Twitch streams we try to put up on YouTube. At least some of the highlights, so that people can kind of enjoy them later. And we'll have this, and we'll have a few other things as well there. Dr. Unk says, be nice to Dad. Dad has a lot of jobs.
No.
Thank you, Zach.
No.
Appreciate it.
No, not happening.
Kyoji Takanachi says, hello, friends. Hello, Kyoji. Thank you for joining.
Well, we just like teasing Dad because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he does enjoy it a little, but he does not like to admit it.
Oh, Nerdine apparently, Dana, has set up a quote with stream elements here saying, quote number 1, don't question me, Daddy.
Yes!
Thank you, Nerdine.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Nerdine has been a good supporter here, trying to save up channel points to make Dana play some crazy deck concoction that he has planned for the future. So we look forward to that. It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, definitely for those of you not familiar with TFT, please don't be shy. Ask questions. Nerdine has 4.2 thousand so far. Very cool. But yeah, I think that's probably. I mean, I don't think there's any other games at the moment you play. A little bit of Legends of Runeterra.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot more lately. In the morning, I like playing it because since TFT is a little longer of a game, and sometimes a lot of times I'll have camp in the morning and I'll have to have breakfast, so I won't play it in the morning until after breakfast, and I know I'll have enough time before camp. So I'll play Runeterra on my iPad because Runeterra's mobile. I actually like it a lot better on mobile because its controls are actually easier. I think it's more a mobile game.
What do you think about Arena coming to mobile?
I'm gonna love that.
You know, they reconfirmed.
I like mobile
Dana.
games a lot
It's
more.
it's on the horizon. And Kyoji says it's been a hot second since I played this game. Dr. Unks says, Kyoji, have you been playing Commander much over Spell Table? You did that actually with Olivia pretty recently. So that was really good.
Oh, nice! Sadie got 3-star Leona.
Again, that's the same 3-star I got last time.
Davey Dudra says, I've tried playing auto chess once. It seems very similar to TFT, but I couldn't understand a thing. Yeah, auto chess is basically the same.
I've never heard of that game.
Basically the same game, same genre of game. It was just in the Dota world. So auto chess sort of came from Dota, and TFT came from League of Legends. But
Yep.
from a genre perspective,
Like that,
they have a lot
I
of
like
similarities.
because in League of Legends when I first started playing, I liked Ashe, and so Ashe is my favorite character. And then Annie's my second favorite character, and then Gnar is my third favorite because I have a stuffed animal. It's right here.
Oh wait, should I go get the?
And I got him from the World Championships that I went to in LA
Yep.
because it's not far. It was not far at all. So I just and he's cute. He's really cute. Unless he's a Mega Gnar version, then he's not as cute.
So Kyoji says, I haven't lately played Commander over Spell Table. The only ones I played lately was CEDH with friends in my area. I'm lined up to play with MTG Mudstar next week. Yeah, I mean, the playing Magic on over webcam, it's worked pretty okay, hasn't it, Dana?
Yeah.
In fact, I think you're just playing the Planeswalker deck battles, right?
Yes.
I think Dana's going to play a Planeswalker deck battle against Rhino.
Oh, Sadie, somebody got a
From
3-star
Young Mage.
Zoe.
Got a 3-star what?
Zoe.
No fair!
And they're going Star Guardians.
Can you kill them?
Well, I'm not playing against them. I just saw their thing.
Okay, just find a way to
And
kill
they're
them.
below you. They're the person below you.
Yay!
And they're losing.
Die.
They're
They're losing my
losing.
zone.
And I'm sure nobody can guess what Planeswalker deck Dana has picked for her battle against Young Mage.
Derek,
So Dana, of course, picked the green one, Garrett.
of course.
Yeah, it was kind of cool when, especially when TFT came out on mobile. It was something actually the three of us all played a fair
With some
amount
other friends too.
with some other friends as well. So that was yeah, that ended up being a whole lot of fun.
I also got Force of Nature.
And Dr. Unk says, Dana, when you play against Olivia, do you use Spell Table or just Discord?
We actually use a different thing. Go to meets.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yes,
it's something
go.
separate. Yeah, do you want to go over to Sadie's board here?
Yes.
Because Sadie just got Force of Nature.
So on her
Which is a
Annie's,
very
it's
special
Force
item.
of Nature. Basically, you get an extra character on your team. So like, if you are level 8, you actually get 9 characters. If you are level 4, you get 5 characters. Level 5, 6, so you get an extra 1.
Exactly.
Which is very useful.
Yes.
And
Which means your max characters could be 10 if you went up to level 9.
exactly. And then Nerdine asks Teferi. No, Dana is not about to get a Teferi Planeswalker deck.
Never,
This is
never
sort of not
will
going to
I ever
happen.
get
What?
that.
What's that?
He's
He's a very annoying Planeswalker
And
that
blue.
messes with time and messes
And
with what you
blue.
can and can't
And
do.
has blue.
And has
Ah.
blue in it. And it's just, you know.
Got it. Okay.
So Kyoji asked, did they fix Force of Nature? I remember you didn't actually need it equipped to use it.
nope.
I think you still don't, at
Yeah,
least last
No,
I
mine,
saw.
mine just appeared like that because I already had a.
Yeah,
I
her
already had
spatula was
that.
her other spatula was on an Annie.
So Dr. Unk says, oh, okay, GoToMeeting is decent. Spell Table's cool because it recognizes most cards. Yeah, I think actually Olivia just started using that before Spell Table was even a thing, and then just kind of continued with it. So I think that's pretty much what happened on that front. By the way, as just a quick aside, for those of you who don't know, I actually work for Riot Games,
Yes.
a company that makes TFT. Dana played it even totally apart from that, it had nothing to do with it. But my colleagues at work thinks it's hysterical that my 2 daughters are both into the game and both like playing. So it's kind of a cool connection point.
I'm on a win streak.
Nice.
That's awesome.
You
No,
just
yeah,
beat
Sadie is
me.
on fire. Good job, Sadie.
Just
Yeah.
beat me.
That is awesome.
Well, I got a victor, so I got a victor early game, so.
And a force of nature. I think that's the bigger thing.
My Soraka.
Abram put hashtag ad LOL.
Oh shoot!
Not an ad.
Oh, my Soraka!
Oh shoot, that was really bad. I was distracted and I got a cloak instead of a sword.
Oh, that's okay.
Dana, don't worry. Oh wait, I can't sell swords. Sorry. To be fair, I was going to try.
Yeah, the girls basically they sort of play what they want to play. It just sort of happened to be that this was a game that my company makes, so you know, it all worked out.
You got us into League.
Yeah.
That I did. Okay, I did do that, but then you kind of played it a little bit off and on and all that kind of stuff.
We never really fully played that.
Not fine.
No.
I'm just gonna play the Victor because he's a good unit.
That is true. Is it good news?
I think I want to roll a little bit.
And Sadie, are you forcing Star Guardians again?
Ooh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, I just got. I'm just about to get. Hold on. I'll put it on some of that.
Okay.
I just got 2 Guardian Angels, so.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So sorry, I know we haven't been maybe explained quite as much, you know, for those of you that are new here, but
Yeah.
now one thing, then you have a lot of items on the bench there.
Yeah. I haven't been.
And one of the things to note with items is, you know, items basically, I guess it's, you know, kind of like, you know, you're mutating something or something like that, basically making it more powerful. So they can definitely help make a champion more effective and more powerful. And particularly items will combine to make even more powerful items. And the combined item has all the abilities of the underlying items, plus it has special abilities
They can
as well.
also be like enchantments.
Auras, there we go. That's what I was looking. Kyoji said they're like auras. Yes.
Yes.
That's actually an even better way to explain it.
2-star. Go.
Except the nice thing is they don't have the vulnerability of auras because they will, you know, you
Still
basically just
don't
can't.
know what
If you kill the champion, they just
I
come
guess
back.
I could go Blade Masters, but I just don't know what combo.
Oh. Well, I think it was suggested earlier you don't necessarily have the items for it.
Yeah,
So.
which is the thing. But I'm getting like.
But you have a lot of items not going used. That's part of the challenge here.
I think I might go a cast.
Mine says the problem is you'll easily get outscaled if you go Blade Master.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to pivot into something?
Do you want to try Team Expensive?
Neardane says it's basically a card game, right? You know, it's not too far from it, to be honest.
Just doesn't have cards.
Yeah, I mean, it uses, you know, these animated cards, essentially, you know, that kind of thing. But otherwise, it definitely has... Oh, that one was close,
so
though, Dana.
close.
So, Kyoji says, I have an affinity to Blade Masters.
Ooh, I could go cybernetics. Yeah, I might transition to cybernetics.
Okay. Now, is that open? Because that's the one thing you can do here. You can kind of check what's opened and what's not.
Don't
and-
steal Star Guardian.
Sadie, I don't have any star.
I don't care. Just don't go
Oh,
in.
yeah, the girls will often try
nobody
to
has Star
not,
Guardian. Or nobody has
Cybers?
cybers.
Okay,
Does
so you
anyone
can
else have
transition
Star
there.
Guardian?
Yes, indeed.
But it's okay if I think one other person does.
Yeah, and nobody.
So Dr. Unk says, is the shuffler rigged in this game too? Kyoji says yes. Madge says the best items for Yi are Rabid, Quicksilver, and Ginsu Rabidons. And Nirjin says the champions are kind of like cards. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Madge says others are kind of underwhelming. So you want to pivot to Cyber, or what are you thinking here, Dana?
Yeah.
Yeah, the girls usually try to avoid stepping on each other's toes with, you know, picking the same things for
Unless
each
you-
other. With me, they have no problem.
Oh no, my goal is to do that.
Yeah, but you're hurting yourselves too, you know. But, you know.
We don't care, Daddy.
Kyoji says, do you have enough items? We have plenty of items to go.
Yeah.
Or maybe Kyoji said you have so many items you're not really using them.
Yeah, I'm using some of them now.
Yeah, this one we were playing a little bit more to...
Ooh, Sadie, I'm playing against the
explain a
person with
bit.
3-star Zoe.
Yeah, so we're doing this one a little bit more to explain what was going on and welcome people and
Ooh, I lost to the person
all that
with
kind of
3-star
stuff.
Zoe.
So sometimes Dana will like kind of have a little bit of a guide that she'll refer to. There's a bunch of different ones out, or watch some videos from different players. Oh, we should make some decision here, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm going to at least put some. I think I want to. So Ash can actually go.
Okay.
Yeah, Ash can go for Irelia, and my Irelia can get a sword.
Okay.
Irelia can get a cloak for now. Or maybe she wanted a tier, but.
Interesting. So you're kind of going a blend between Cybers and Blade Masters? would
Well,
you
I'm
say?
gonna do a full transition into Cybers.
Okay.
I think when I get level 8, I'm gonna put Shen on to get 6 Blade Masters at least.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of Blade Masters.
Well, if I don't have the Cybers by then.
Yeah.
But I'm
And
still.
for those of you that don't know, you want to mouse over the bonuses real quick, Dana?
Yeah.
To kind of, unless you were looking to get some stuff right now.
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
So yeah.
It's just leveling. So Blade Masters, they get additional attacks.
Oh, Kyoji says someone in your back row can get Blade Master item and get the attack speed bonus. Oh yeah, make the Blade Master item.
Oh, that's gonna. Might want to actually go on Vayne because then Vayne will just tumble.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Hi.
Neardine says, oh, that's useful.
That's
Oh, Dana and Sadie are facing off. Let's see here.
Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, there we go.
So Maj suggests try finding a Zed. He's really good with
Oh, that was so close.
That was really close.
BOTRK. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but try finding a Zed. And then add up to the third rebel. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, the Blade Master item,
Oh.
BOTRK. Oh, okay, got it. Thank you, Maj.
I want a spat.
Is
I
that a
definitely want
Victor?
spatula. Yeah, that's Victor.
Okay.
Are you going for the
The
Victor?
purple
Yeah.
crowd said he's the Victor.
Try
Abram
not
says,
to get a Victor, people. Are you? Someone
Abram
stole
says just got to
it.
10 attacks per second on Ash.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
just gonna steal that.
Although I will say it's going pretty well, Sadie. You're
Yeah,
doing
but
too badly.
I needed that Victor. That way I could get a 2 cost. Thanks.
Or 2-star Victor, and he had a rod, so you could put Morellos, which would be a really good item.
Do you see my problem here?
yeah, you know, sometimes you get what
This
you
person
want,
has
sometimes you don't.
Victors.
Just
This
like
person got the
drafting in
Victor
Magic.
for a 2-star Victor.
They were being rude.
Yes.
They stole my character minis.
Okay, so what are you
I think
thinking
we're
here
gonna
now,
fully
Dana?
level, put the Shen on, and get rid of the Zaya, put the Thresh on, because Thresh would give me
Oh,
Mana
that's an
Reaver
interesting
and 4
idea.
Chrono, and sell the Zayas, and put red buff. I don't know. Whoa, this person just has a 3-star Malphite and has a bunch of items. My
Sorry, we're
third
making
check.
a decision between 2 very difficult choices.
Ooh, look at all that stuff, Dana.
Well, I got Thresh from the carousel, who has his back.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
going against the other person who is Star Guardian.
Oh, the 3-star Zoe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll look over on Sadie's board, see what's going on.
Oh, you're beating them, Sadie.
Yes. Oh, take that. That's what you get
Abram
for
says
stealing
win
my
streak time.
character.
Yep, Abram's on a good win streak. Sadie,
Yeah.
you're not doing bad there.
Okay, I have to make a tough decision. I'm trading out a 4 cost to get 6-star Guardian, which is really hard choice, but
Okay. But you try to.
I want a
to
bow so I can
eventually
get
level your
Last Whisper
yeah,
for my
because you
main.
see,
bow.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and start kind of leveling.
Don't,
There we go.
well, you want to save your money too.
I know, that's why I
So
only put it.
I would probably save up for it.
Oh, okay.
But you'll get there.
Yeah, what a lot of people do is if
So,
they're above 50 gold
Maj
and they
says
want to
get the Urgot Thresh pull. Good call, Maj. Thank you for all the great tips here.
Yeah.
It's especially tricky trying to This is Dana's first time actually streaming TFT, so forgive things if it's a little bit chaotic.
Yeah.
But we got Sister Sadie in on the fun.
And 8
Abrams
rounds in.
here, and all of you in chat, so that's awesome.
Wow,
Thank you.
that Ash, look at that Ash is attacking so fast. Oh, Sadie's against the Ash.
Oh, hi, Boom.
Abraham.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You said it quietly.
And
Yeah.
by the way, just I think, we don't really have a specific plan, I think, Dana, for when you're doing what, but I think you were thinking, Saturdays and Mondays are probably Magic, and then maybe TFT could be Thursdays or other days or something like that,
Yeah.
just to kind of mix it up some. And just kind of see, and that way people can...
Oh, thank you,
Thank you, Koji, for the follow.
Yeah.
Abram says, I need a 2-star Ash still. Oh, that's a lot of gold.
Oh, I wanted a spatula from there for fun.
I swear, if I get another spatula, is it possible to have 2 forces of nature?
Yes, it is.
It is.
You absolutely can.
Whoa, ribbon.
You did get a Nico's help. You have a lot of items, too.
Yeah,
I know. I'm
need. First off, 2-star Soraka.
Zephyr is
Second
nice.
off, Nico's help. I think I'm gonna put that on Victor,
Oh, okay.
cause that'll give me a, which I can put in as soon as I can.
Yeah. Don't spend it.
I know that's right. Okay, and now I need to
I
figure out what I'm gonna do with all my.
I'd use your items.
Okay, I need to figure out what I'm gonna.
Sorry, everyone. Giving Sadie a few tips
If
as
you
well.
can go over to my thing and just see.
You'll like this, Sadie. Maj says, I once had 3 forces of natures and a
Whoa.
3-star Lulu all in one game.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm guessing you won that game, Maj.
Yeah.
You probably won that game. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know
you
how
can go
you
over
can
the,
lose.
Dana, click over the mine and just see how many items are there.
Oh, you need.
You should use your items.
Yeah, I need to figure out what
I needed
items
one.
good. I'm
I
not
needed
very
your
good at it.
bows. Is what I needed from you.
If I can figure out how to get them over to you, I will.
Well, I don't need them anymore because I use my stuff. Oh, I guess I still could use a bow.
So what are you now thinking in the game, Dana?
Well, I'm thinking of soon getting rid of maybe my Master Yi and Shen and stuff for 6 cybers. That's what I'm looking to do. I'm gonna be collecting the cybers. In the meantime, making my board strong with 2-star Ribbon and 2-star Shen. Oh wow, this could be a 3-star Irelia.
Let me just try. I'll put it on next time.
I'm playing against the person who did
Yeah,
take
I
your
lost.
Victor, and I beat them.
Oh, wow. You kind of crushed this one, Dana.
And that person took Sadie's Victor from the carousel.
Thank you, Dana.
Did you kind of get revenge on them, Dana?
They're also the one with the 3-star Zoe, so.
No, it's not.
Please tell
It
me
was
they're
a
not.
different person. The person with 3 stars Zoe is dead.
Yes. Oh, wait, I can upgrade. If I use all my money, I can upgrade. I really need to do
Okay,
that.
yeah, why don't you do that? And then you know what? You can get a Ginsu or something.
Hello. Perfect. Which staff?
Yeah, you probably want to be using your items, Sadie.
Yeah,
So
I know.
let's see here, just helping Sadie a little bit. Oh, you're gonna do.
I'm gonna put on a hula hoop show for you all.
Huh? Oh, through your character? Okay, yeah. Yes. There we go.
There's some stuff, and then we have.
We're trying to, if you can come over to mine and you can see what we're doing. We're basically,
Well, I'm kind of beating you right now, Sadie.
Oh yeah, you're paired against her.
come on, Dana!
So Maj says it's surprising to
I
see a
get
Blade Master
control.
comp without Yi as the carry. Yeah, I know, Maj. Dana's got a
Actually,
little
Zaya's normally the carry for Blade
unconventional
Masters anymore.
here.
And
Oh,
it's actually
I
not
has
gonna
a deck
be.
just followed us. Thank you, I has a
Thank you.
deck.
I'm actually
Appreciate it.
not going to be going full Blade Masters. I'm going to be going
My
Cybers
Jana.
eventually.
Well, you've had the 6
My
Blade
Jana.
Masters.
Yeah, right now. But I'm
My
going to
Jana.
transition to 6 Cybers once I get
My
the 6
Jana.
Cybers.
Ah, okay, that's fair enough.
I got the Jana. I got the Jana.
Oh, that's
I got
perfect,
the Jana.
Sadie.
I just need to level up again, and that's kind of a problem. I think I can
Oh,
get.
you can. You know,
I can
you
get-
get.
Are we? Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. We solved that problem from
Yes,
before.
yes.
So.
giving Sadie a little advice on the side.
Sorry, I'm
here,
just kind of failing over here, so I need the help. Oh, hi, Victor. Yay. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sell her because there's. Oh wait, not her. Her.
Perfect.
And then I'm gonna sell you because I have no use for you. And then I think I'm gonna go down.
That Vi will want to go on
Yeah.
soon.
Yay. I need you.
Okay.
All right,
Can I sell? Okay.
that's good.
Perfect. Yeah. Good items.
If I get an echo,
Yeah. Can you figure out items?
if I get an
while
echo,
try
I'm
not
gonna
to
wanna,
die?
I'm gonna transition into the 6 cybers.
I'm playing against the person in second, and I'm hoping they don't brutally murder me.
I'm playing against the person who's below me, but below me by quite a bit, and I beat them.
You think I won or
that's
not?
something.
I
I think that's something
Sadie,
at
you
least.
lost,
Um,
but it's close. You lost, but it's close.
Oh, that was very close.
at least I didn't die from it, but I'm gonna die next round if I lose. That's what I know.
But you got your items set now.
Yeah.
All right, we're all good on this front. Oh, Dana, you
Oh,
see a Jenna. That's like what
there's a-
Sadie wants, isn't it?
Don't steal my gem.
I'm
Dana.
not Sadie. All right, now I want to do a transition.
Oh,
into
Abram
the
said,
6
Dana, you're going
cybers.
down.
Now I want to do the 6 cybers now.
Okay, you transitioning?
There's a gem and I can't get
Where's
it.
the
Oh, that
other
is
cyber? Oh.
mean. I have no gold, so I can't get
Fiora
anything, and there's a
wants to
gem on my
go
screen.
in.
I am mad.
Oh, darn it, that was really bad. I couldn't figure out
Oh, you were
my
like
others.
mid configuration?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a little bit sometimes in this game of a time element
Yes.
when you're trying to do a lot at once.
Hey, Ram, don't kill me!
Abram says, see ya, Sadie.
Meanie!
Uh-oh.
Come on!
At least he has an axe.
Wait, I might actually win this, actually.
Oh, did Abram speak too soon? Oh, too soon!
Oh,
Oh, Abram!
Abram,
Abram got a little cocky.
Oh, there's an echo. That's better than you. Then you're there.
Oh, okay, now you've transitioned.
I do not actually need this Leona.
You caught the item midway through, didn't you? That's actually pretty good.
I do that a lot, Daddy. Haven't you noticed?
No, I haven't actually.
Bad noticing.
Look at that. Nice reactions. Nice reactions. All good.
All right, let's roll. Cause I have a ton of gold.
If I get another force of nature, I'm.
Let's move. Echo, stop freezing time. It can.
By the way, thank you everyone. If you were, maybe expecting some magic, particularly coming over from Jamie's stream or something, and found something a little different, thank you for keeping an open mind and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Dana likes to do all kinds of different things.
Mhm. I'll put that on
rocket
there.
of iron sword.
All right.
Front one there.
Okay, so we don't have
Yeah.
time. Thank you.
That's good.
Sorry, we're just trying to figure out
what's
with
that?
Quicksilver.
All right. Oh, I probably want to be picking up things for Thresh.
Do that?
Oops.
Okay, thank you.
There we go. That'll be good.
Thresh is good for Thresh. Oh, Sadie, I'm playing against you.
Okay, let's find out who
Sadie's
wins.
actually looking like she's
I might win.
winning.
Come on. Come on.
Wow!
You
Sadie
crushed
actually
me.
crushed.
I'm actually not dying anymore. This is a victory.
No. Oh. So, the three of you, Dana, Sadie, Abram, you're all now in the final four.
Yay.
There's 4 people have been knocked out. So there you go. So it's a good game for everyone involved.
Good luck.
It's all good. Thank you, Sadie. Appreciate it. All right, now what are you trying to do now, Dana? What are you thinking?
Get a 3-star Aurelia
Okay.
and 2-star.
Abram says, good luck, good luck, good luck. Thank you, Abram. Appreciate it. Oh, Dana's playing against Abram now. Ooh, let's see. Abram says, I'm going to win.
Don't speak
He
too
did say it
soon.
against Sadie, and it was a little premature. Although,
Yeah.
this one, he looks
Yeah.
like he is going to win.
Oh, Abram!
Oh.
What? Oh, wait, I'm still alive.
I'm gonna hover over.
All right,
and
well,
watch
shall we watch Sadie? Yeah, Sadie's in the final
Sadie.
3. Go, Sadie.
I got got 8 last time, so this is.
So that's what's nice about this. If you're playing with friends and you want to kind of just see how somebody does, you can kind of just click over to
Should
them
I
and
keep
watch how
going
they're
down
doing.
or no? Because
Oh, it's under the game, yeah.
Yeah, definitely go down.
okay.
And you're getting low, so you can't lose.
Ooh, hi, Sindra.
I think Abram might really have this one, but we
I'm
will
just gonna
see.
check if this is Zoe here. I got a Soraka and I can't get her. That is mean. But
You can lock the
come
shop.
on.
Oh no.
Well,
You don't
I
have
Ah, Sadie's going against a ghost.
Of Abraham.
Yeah, that might be a little tough.
Well, I beat him last time. And they have more, I
This
think.
is true. This is true. That's
He
true.
also could
Abram
have
does have a good comp though, but yeah.
He beat me. Yeah, no, Sadie, you lost.
Sadie, it's not looking good.
Dang it.
You got second though.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I think
because
you did. Yeah, you got second, Sadie.
Hey!
yeah, 'cause you were at negative 10. The other person was at negative 17. So
Woo!
Well, good games.
yeah.
Yes, good games, everyone. That was kind of cool. You're all in it to the
Now
end.
we can play a rank.
So let's see. So yeah, do you want to do our?
I can't join if you guys play ranked.
That's true. That's true.
Oh yeah, we should explain
Sadie,
ranked.
Yes.
Sadie, do you want to play with us again?
I'm sure, but we might want to explain ranked. So ranked is how you're able to gain up levels, but you
Like,
can't.
I've been playing lots of ranks, so I got up to plat 3.
Yeah, and there's some
Aaron's
way.
actually diamond, which is higher than plat.
Yeah, but depending on your you can only play with certain people in your level. So if you're playing ranked, you can't invite someone if they're too low of a level.
Okay.
So since I'm basically not a level and Dana is a very high level, and so is Abraham, we
Okay.
can't play.
So, are you in for another one then?
Yeah.
Normals? Okay.
Because
I need to win it. I need to win this time. I got close, but I need to win.
I see.
and then I can get second. Or win.
So what is it? What happens with Abram then?
He gets.
He can get below us.
Yeah.
I see. I see. Fair enough.
No offense, by the way.
Kyoji says, Dana, just use your dad's account. Ouch, Kyoji.
I'm a high. Ooh.
Dana is higher ranked than me.
Way higher.
You know, to be fair. I'm gold 1 at the moment, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gold 1. But yes, that would probably work.
But good
But-
job.
Well, no, because Abraham couldn't play then. But
Abram couldn't, that's true. So, yeah, that's okay. Maj says, oh, I'm gold 1 too. All right, Maj.
you're probably
We'll hang in there.
But you're still probably better than my dad.
Abram,
I'm better than my dad.
again with the sass.
All of us are better than my dad.
Really, Sadie?
Well, technically, Daddy helped you last game.
Abram says, I'm going to win again.
No, you're not, Abraham.
No.
You're not gonna win again.
Abram, those are big words. Those are big, big words here. Oh, the Nico verse. So now that we've had people with us, anybody have any questions about the game?
Yeah, feel
or
free to ask any question.
Need anything explained? I mean, don't be shy. We're happy to kind of explain, so because that way it's more fun. If you know what's going on,
Yeah.
you can kind of follow along better.
This is the Nico verse. You start off with 2 Nico's helps, and what Nico's helps do is basically it gets you a 1-star copy of a champion.
Abram says, "Why am I so good?" Oh, Abram. Abram's
You got
already
the same first carousel both games.
But yeah, so maybe on this one, Dana, you want to explain a little bit your thought process for what you're going and what comp
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff?
Ooh, I got an Ezra.
Abram,
so
I know
want
there's
to
a
pick up
kappa,
this.
but I also know part of you's meaning it. It's probably somewhere in between.
I want to sell this and get a Graves and put Ezreal and because Graves will give me Blaster with Ezreal, and I also have Chrono at the moment, so.
Okay.
And Sadie does not want me taking
Is it gummy break time, Dana?
Yes.
Gummy break? All right then. Oh, especially at the beginning, there's kind of some nice slow parts, right?
Yeah.
Very slow parts.
You can use that to take a little bit of a break. Also, you can figure out your strategy.
Mhm.
So, what do you think your strategy is?
Brawlers, Blasters.
Okay.
I have Ezreal, Blitz, Graves.
Abram says there's 4 Malphites in my pack. Wow, that is a lot. And Kyoji says, why was it called Riot Games when they only had 1 game for the longest time? Oh boy.
Oh,
Daddy, do you know this?
Basically, we were just looking ahead to the future.
Also known as they were being very confusing.
No, just looking ahead to the future.
Being very confusing.
Being very confusing.
And now, in 2020, there are multiple games, so it's all good.
Actually, I think
Still,
I wanna.
The real answer is they were being very
To
confusing.
get the 2-star in.
I see. Now, Sadie, are you going Star Guardians again?
What do you think the
I
answer
think the answer is yes.
We're not gonna
So yeah,
have
so
overlap.
Sadie's following a strategy that's popular with a lot of people, and even people who are kind of once they've been playing a little bit, but certainly beginners is just kind of stick with the strategy and go for it.
Hey, it works.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
And Maj says a brawler opener is a good thing to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah, brawlers do tend to be pretty strong early game. Would you agree, Dana?
Oh yeah, also if you're wondering where we get these ridiculous strategies, you can just find some of them online a lot of the time.
Yep.
So that way they help you if you don't really know what the heck to go.
Right. There's a bunch of different sites. There's, Mobilytics is one that Dana uses, but there's a bunch of others. But it's kind of like in Magic. You have things like, MTG Goldfish or MTG Top 8 that shows sort of what the top decks are in the meta and what works well. And, you can kind of go with some of those for success, or you can try your own thing. It's very similar in TFT. You can try your own thing. You can go with something that's proven. You can kind of see what you get. So there's a lot of those types of different strategies that work.
Yeah.
Abram says Brawlers this patch suck. Abram says I literally won't buy Brawlers and I'm a Jinx player. Ooh, strong words there, Abram. Definitely some strong words. Oh, the Twisted Fates
I think mine's
facing
gonna win.
off, but I think you're ahead enough.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
just
know.
got there.
Yep, I won.
Barely got there, Dana. So that is some good stuff.
Oh, let's get this
Mike
already
says,
on.
Brawler Blasters okay, but not with 4 blasters, but 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you thinking here, Dana?
I actually might want to not put the Aria on, sell the Aria so I can
Yes.
buy this.
I agree with that
Okay.
decision, Dana.
Oh,
Sadie doesn't want you.
to.
Oh, and you're playing against Sadie.
You're probably gonna win.
No, I think you.
Oh, we each only have 1 2-star.
Maj says since
Oh
Jinx
yeah, I
rockets are
forgot
no
that
longer
I had a
effective
2-star. I
with
thought I
blaster.
had no 2-stars.
No, so we don't know.
Ezreal's good against sorcerers because sorcerers wants to spellcast and he reduces the mana cost. But I think you still win.
I.
Alright, it's close.
This
No,
is
Sadie-
close,
Sadie
but I
wins.
think yep.
Oh,
You
okay.
win.
No, but that was close.
That was close.
My Nico. Nico's more important than
Abram says I have 6 J4.
Oh wow.
Abram's going 6 Jarvins.
Aaron.
No one take my Nico.
And that's a point that is actually.
Aaron, I think is gonna go Ash again. Chrono Ash. Yeah.
One thing a lot different from the Magic world is that champions and items will frequently get buffed and nerfed,
Yes.
so that things will
They're
change
always changing
every couple of
things.
weeks.
Yeah. Every other week. So it would, and it's on Wednesdays. And this one, the next patch is gonna happen next week on Wednesday.
Oh, thank you, Biensena, for the follow.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. We're having some fun here, playing some TFT.
Yep.
I think this will be the last game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do some other stuff. This will be the last game, but let's see if we can make it a good one. Maybe we can do a 1, 2, and 3 with the 3 of you, huh?
Yes,
I
Sadie
go
won.
first.
Sadie 1, me 2, Abram 3.
Thank you, Dana.
Oh, Biensona said no problem. Well, thank you. We appreciate it. This is another close one, but I think you got it, Dana.
I definitely got it.
Okay, there you go. Now, what are you thinking here for your strategy? Oh, Maj is just trolling me. Maj says, can you say something I can't quite pronounce here?
Yeah. I guess the answer is no. He
Sadie,
can't.
I don't think you can pronounce it, and neither
see.
can I.
Apparently, Maj thinks that I have it too easy, Dana.
I agree with him.
So it's time to mess with me.
Yeah, I agree with him fully.
I agree. Good job.
Whose side are you on?
Theirs, not yours. Whoever is.
I see.
We both.
Well, we're
do
never
that
on your
answer.
side.
Maj says, love you guys. We love you too, Maj. Thank you.
No,
It is all good fun. All good.
unless I'm on Daddy's side for wanting to get a hoverboard. Cause
Oh yeah, then we
boy.
know what it is. When it's trying to get a hoverboard, then we
Oh,
vote.
you want to go?
we actually
Okay,
got
Dana.
a hoverboard.
Dana, it's actually been like, what, almost 2 hours, and you have not mentioned your hoverboard on stream. I think it's time.
Yeah. As an early birthday present, since no magic events, no birthday party, I pushed for a hoverboard. I did the research, and now I got a hoverboard. It
I may or may
actually
not have made
arrived on
Dana do
Monday.
some research and create a spreadsheet with
For
all the
her
different
own
options.
birthday present, keep that in
For something
mind.
she wanted.
Well,
Birthday
I actually
present.
kind of agree with Daddy because if we don't do the research,
No, just have him do the research. It's your birthday present. See?
But how do I know what she wants?
Just tell him. Then you don't have to do the work.
Desert DBA says, yep, that way you learn about him. Exactly.
honestly, I enjoyed the research.
Thank
Come on,
you, Dana.
Dana.
And she had it in mind what she wanted and kind of got to get exactly what she wanted that way.
Yep.
Abram says, I always do the research. Sadie, I think you're outnumbered on this one. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Sadie.
Meanies.
Hey, Abram says, I can get the best quality. Sadie, what did you do the research on recently?
My Chromebook.
And how did that turn out?
Good. Although we knew we knew about the one I was getting, but in the first 5 seconds, my friend Lily took 1 second and found it. I don't think it was that
It's
hard.
confirmed. Yes. So
Fine.
learning how to research important purchases is a good skill. So Desert DBA says, nothing easy is worth it. Better to work for something.
Yep.
Thank you.
Come on, I'm outnumbered here, aren't I?
You are. You are. I'm sorry, Sadie. Plenty of times you're not. On this one you are.
You're not outnumbered on loving to tease Dad.
I
Fair. Then we win.
I see. You have a lot of items there, Dana.
I know. I'm gonna try and use them.
I see. What do you think? You're still going bed and breakfast, roller blaster?
Bed and breakfast.
Okay.
I like
Fair
bed
enough.
and breakfast. It's a more fun word to say.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this till I can get battle cast and get Chrono
Okay.
and just because Victor's a really good.
You know what I just realized, Dana? A lot of the team comp names in
Yeah.
TFT are kind of like the Magic deck names for constructed decks.
Yeah.
Some of them are kind of simple and make sense. Some of them you gotta kind of like think
And
about.
some of them are hilarious.
And some of them are just funny.
Team Expensive. There's actually a comp named Team Expensive.
Yes.
Oh, Abram beat me.
Why'd you let that happen?
Huh? Do you wanna try? Huh?
I'm just saying, you let Abram beat you.
I didn't let him.
No?
I never wanted him to beat me.
Okay. Well, and for those of you who are interested in, some more TFT, again, Dana's going to be streaming a tournament tomorrow.
At 4.
That'll be a little bit different. I think that one's going to be a little heavier on the, kind of strategy side and what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less crazy with everybody chiming in because, it's just a fun tournament, but it's still a tournament.
And a little less of us annoying our dad, which is sad.
So approximately 3 ducks says, hi Dana, just want to let you know, I think you're super cool. Keep on crushing them. Thank you, approximately 3 ducks. Appreciate it.
That is very nice.
Yes, thank you. Ooh.
Oh, and thank you for the follow. Roof Jinx.
And by the way, as we're explaining, we'll be here every Saturday and Monday. Probably for the most part, Magic on Saturdays and Mondays.
3:30
at 3:30 Pacific. And then might play some other days. Might be some Magic. Might be some TFT. Happy to take some requests too.
It just depends.
Exactly.
Someone better not steal my Syndra.
No?
Oh, I can go.
Oh, Sadie got her Syndra.
Yes.
Nice, nice, nice.
I'm gonna get a 2-star of that. That's really good.
That would seem very good.
And you'll want Guardian Angel on her since you have the best.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and you don't get a 2-star. You only have one of her.
Oh, I do?
Well,
Yeah.
you can find the other one and get a 2-star. Like, I think that'll
Or
work
I
out
can use
okay.
Nico's help. So.
Yeah. This is fair.
Alright. I wanted the sword because eventually when I get the Jinx, I'm going to want a Death Blade.
Oh, hold
Or
on.
a red.
okay.
I'm gonna use a Nico's help in case you want to.
Alright.
Because so that way I can get a 3-star Zoe.
Oh,
Really
okay.
good.
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I don't need this.
So is Victor just kind of carrying the item for now?
Oh, yeah. And Victor's a good unit.
That's
Oh,
true. Victor is a
Victor?
good unit.
No fair. I want Victor.
I have
Dana
two
has two
Victors.
Victors.
Okay, that's just not fair. You're not going the same comp as me, right?
No, I'm going Brawlers and Blasters, and I'm using him for now. Just
Okay.
What are you using him for? Just because he's a good unit?
Well, yeah. And but I'm gonna sell him once I hit level 6, so I can get 4 Brawler in.
Thank you.
I think I have 4 Brawlers. Wait, no, I don't even have 4. I don't have 4 Brawlers. Haha. You know what? I'm just
Yeah,
gonna.
kind of similar to Magic drafting. There's a kind of shared pool of champions, just like there's a shared pool of cards in a draft.
Yep. I sold my Victor.
I have a
Sadie, get
Soraka.
happy now.
I have a Soraka and I can't get it. I think I'm gonna sell my Annie since I'm not getting Annie's.
Alright.
There we go.
I want a Jinx.
Sadie, you're selling your Annie.
Well, I don't really have a good use for
Okay.
her.
For those of you who don't know, Annie is Sadie's favorite character in League. Was, and I think still is, from the
Yeah.
very beginning, like 5 years ago.
And
so.
she's my second favorite. Nara's my third favorite, and I even
And
have
yeah,
a stuffed animal.
And then I will say, Elspeth is still not Dina's second favorite Magic
Vivian
character.
is my second
Don't
favorite.
care. Elspeth's second best. It better be.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna get it there, Sadie.
Meanie.
How happy were you that Nar came a few weeks ago?
Very.
Very.
Actually, now I guess
A
a
month.
month ago, yeah.
Go, Daddy.
To
Get your
TFT.
dates right.
Hey, a month ago, still a few weeks ago. Oh.
No. No.
Trilby Gamer says, the Fishers are wonderful. Keep up the hard work, having fun. Always put a smile on my face for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trilby. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Maj says, oh yeah, thank you for the numbers, Maj. Maj says 39, 26, 18, 13, 10 if it comes to the number of champions in the champion pool.
Ah.
So yeah, there's 39 sort of copies, if you will, of every 1-cost champion, 26 of every 2-cost, 18 of every 3-cost, etc., that are in this shared pool for everyone. Trilby Gamer says, coming from the UK, by the way, so you're international. Thank you, Trilby. Appreciate it. Appreciate you staying up quite late here.
Yeah.
You girls know what time it is in the UK right now?
It's 8 hours. So,
Yeah, so what would that be?
3.
Not quite?
No, 2.
Almost.
No,
3.
3:30 or
Yeah.
3:20 a.m.
No,
Some-
1:20, actually.
One? Oh.
In
Okay.
Poland, Maj says in Poland it's 2:20.
Oh.
Yes, because that would be an hour later. Well, thank you, Maj, for joining us all the way from there. You're staying up even later.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think here now, Dana?
I put the Lucian in.
All right.
Oh wait, there's double jinx. Bye bye Karma. Or
Kog'Maw.
Kog'Maw.
Whatever your name is.
All right.
I want to put the Blitz near the jinx.
Right. So that way you get things pulled back.
Yeah, but like this.
So then
And frontline those.
that sounds pretty good. And what about your items? You have a lot of items still.
Yeah. Well, I want the Frozen Heart for Gnar once I get Gnar.
Oh, yeah.
Because Frozen Heart on Gnar is really
Are
good.
you
Because
sad that
Frozen
you don't
Heart
have Gnar?
slows the attack speed. Of course I am, Daddy. And Gnar jumps to the back when he ults, slowing the attack speed of the carries.
Yeah, yep. So you're definitely looking for Gnar, right?
Gnar. And Gnar will replace the Lowy. Also, when I get a level, the Kog'Maw is going to want to go in for 4 Blaster and Battlecast. But the 4 Blaster is going to go away soon.
Okay, fair enough.
Once I get the units to replace it with. Okay, I'm actually going to quickly search up the Brawler Blasters thing. Yes. Alright. I have to go back to OBS to see.
Oh yeah, I think it paused the stream, Dana. So that's, yeah. That might have paused the stream.
Or pause the gameplay. Oh, sorry, Sadie.
It's all good. No.
They can they see us again?
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, okay.
It's all good.
I just have to
Abram
look
said,
up-
don't take the sword on carousel. Also, should build Guardian Angel and double Nikos.
My Jana. Don't even think about it, people. My
need the Jana.
Jana.
You want the Jana?
I need the sword.
Abram says, don't take the sword. I think because he wants it.
Yes!
Probably.
Wow. Oh, Abram's hurt now. Dana in all caps. Hey, I told her, Abram, you heard. I called out. Abram said, don't take the sword. So, I'm doing my part.
I needed the sword,
Abram
Abram.
said, why do you do that?
Well, I needed the sword.
I see. I see how it works.
There are no belts.
Okay. Oh, 2-starring the Israel's good.
Deathblade Jinx. Alright.
You need some jinx. You need a jinx.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Why did you
Well,
say I
can do
need a
that.
jinx?
There you go then. Or you could do that.
I thought you said I needed a jinx.
Well.
Huh?
You could have done that and then you wouldn't have needed the Nikos. What are you looking to do now, Dana?
Well, I want to find an R.
Okay.
I want to find, like, preferably an ASOL as a rebel. To get rebel bonus. And then...
And do you care about the 4 blasters or not so much?
No, 4 blasters is going to go away.
Okay. You're fine just sticking with the 2.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There's a good Gnar.
All right.
Frozen Heart. You're a good Gnar.
Now, if you get 1 Gnar, are you gonna like immediately 2-star with Nico's help?
Gnar's actually not the best at 1 star, so yes. Well, unless you have Brawler.
And let's see. How's Sadie's? Sadie, you're a little low.
Yeah.
All right, Sadie, you can do it. You can do it, Sadie.
Well, I just switched out my Poppy for Soraka. So hopefully that should help. And then I got Jana.
Oh, that should help too.
My goal is just not to die first.
While my
But
Jinx
then I
was
just
doing a lot.
hold on, but I just died.
You're out,
My
Sadie.
Jinx was doing a
Hey, but I got 7. I'll take it.
It's not 8.
Yup.
And you got second the last game.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think I'm gonna go.
and it's, you know what, it is harder doing it on stream.
Yeah. So
There's a lot of other things going on. All right, you want to say bye to everyone?
yeah,
Sadie?
I'm gonna be going now, but
You want to
yeah.
say bye?
Bye, guys.
Bye, Sadie.
Bye, Sadie. Thank you for
Bye.
joining. All right, now what are you thinking?
Well, I'm leveling next turn.
All right.
What blaster?
I thought you didn't care about Four Blaster.
I don't, but it's a good thing
Ooh,
to
are
put
you
on.
going to 2-star that Nar? Or are you going to save the Nikas?
What do you think I'm about to do? What do you think I was
You
gonna
know,
do?
I didn't know. Didn't know.
Chalice of Power, really?
Well, you're kind of low, Dana, but like, I think your comp seems pretty good, and you have a lot of gold.
I do.
So I don't think you're in that bad of a shape here.
Can I just put the cloak on Alawi? Because I'm gonna sell Alawi once I get the buy two.
So Mod says, honestly, I consider selling 2 of the blasters for a Vanguard and a Brawler. What do you think of that, Dana?
Yeah. Alright. Ooh. The Thresh isn't bad either. I think I'm going to maybe do this and this. Sell this and this. Put that Yannick on Nar. I knew what Nar can have Chelsea.
Wow, Nar has like all kinds of stuff.
It's Nar. Ooh, there's an Acel. Ah, I got things a
Just
little
missed
late.
it?
Yeah, a little late.
Well, let's hope you stay alive.
I should if I don't lose badly. Preferably not lose at all, but... Okay, I don't think I'm gonna die.
No, I think you're still in it.
Barely.
I don't think you can lose another one, though.
No, I can't. But with Acel,
Yeah, and you do have a lot of gold.
I do. I do have a lot of gold.
Is there a way you can get some more bonuses? Well, there's Rebel.
Alright, I'm going like that.
Okay, and you have a lot of gold, Dana.
I know. Alright,
Or,
get this.
where you save up and level, or are you getting to get stuff?
No. I'm getting stuff, Daddy.
Okay, fair enough. That works.
Ooh, Lulu.
Got lots of fun stuff for Thresh to pull in.
Yeah. I'm gonna sell these to get the Gangplank and still stay at 20 gold. Ooh.
Okay, that went
Wow,
well.
I smashed. Obliterated. So what's your Abram? Abram also smashed.
All right, all right.
Both
That's going pretty well
Oh,
here.
Carousel.
Okay, so now you have the 4 Brawler.
Do I just want the Jinx?
Are you trying to 3-star your Jinx, you think?
I have 2 2-stars.
You do?
I have 2 2-stars.
Okay. It's possible. That'd be pretty strong.
It would.
You just have to live that long is the thing.
Yeah.
So, hopefully that can happen.
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. For sure.
Abram says, I just got the thing I needed on Carousel. I win. Oh, confident words there, Abram.
I love it when Nara goes,
Yeah, you like his little saying?
yeah. It's so cute. You were saying, Daddy? Alright. Done.
No Jinx.
So close. I want a Jinx, an Acel, and a Thresh.
Well, first you gotta survive.
Yes.
If you can survive, then maybe you can get Jinx. Okay, this one looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, That's good. Okay, you got the surviving part down.
Did you doubt me?
You know, you never know, right?
And luckily, since my Jinx has 3 items, the blue buff's gonna fall off.
Okay.
And it can go on the Ezreal. I'm gonna sell this Echo to try and roll a lot more for the Jinx.
No Jinx, come on, Jinx!
Does anybody else have a Jinx?
Oh, you didn't find that Jinx? You found one Jinx. You just need the other. All
Now
right.
I want the Nikos. Yeah, nobody has a Jinx.
I know. Although your comp is actually doing pretty well.
Bye-bye. That was the person who beat me before, and now I beat them.
Yeah, that person, was that the one in first? Yeah, that was the person in first. Oh, and they were on a win streak. You kind of crushed their dreams, Dana.
Nah, I don't care.
Abram's on a win
They
streak.
almost crushed mine. Oh.
Wow.
Red buff goes on Ezreal.
Okay. Yep, and you don't need to spend.
Because it's just
Not right
monster.
now.
I want a Jinx really bad life.
Do you sell anyone to Econ or?
I'm not
I
selling
think you
a
have
Jinx.
some good ones.
And
Yeah.
I'm not. Oh.
And then there's 5. Oh, there we go. You can Econ with that. Perfect. Honestly, gold is probably what you wanted. Oh, you did it!
Booyah!
Oh, that's so good.
You're going down, Abram. Abram,
Oh.
you're going down.
3-star Jinx.
You're going down, Abram.
Is there anybody you want to pick up for the bench? Soraka's pretty good, right? I think it might have been Maj's suggestion. Maj says, damn, total mayhem. Yep.
Oh, I'm lying.
Abram says, I don't think you can win, unfortunately. Maj says, just care about Blitzcranks and Zephyrs. That's true. That's going to be your downfall.
Although, I don't think
Abram
there's
said, but
any-
you can do well.
By beating you, Abram.
Yeah. Ooh, this is going to be interesting.
Are there any blitzes? Or Zephyrs? Nope. Oh, wait.
Wait,
There's one.
that's a blitz.
That blitz is gonna get the Acel. Actually, it's gonna get the Thresh. And then that's gonna happen. Or no, the blitz can get the blitz.
The blitz can get the blitz?
And then, oh, the blitz is gonna get the Ezreal. Okay, that's
You're on a
fine
win
too.
streak.
All right, I'm getting the
Okay, let's
Jhin.
see here. Uh-oh. Jinx got stunned, but
Nope.
it's all good. Now Jinx is going
One
off.
shot.
Now Jinx is going off.
Jinx just one shot. I'm gonna sell this rocket for Econ.
Now what's your plan here? You trying to roll something? You're saving for a level?
Well,
What are you...
rolling for 2-star Acel, 2-star Thresh, and
Okay,
good bench thing.
fair enough.
So I'm just gonna be buying, and then selling to be rolling more down.
Well, don't go too crazy on that because it costs money to roll. Ooh, there's the Thresh.
A little late, but
That's okay. Thresh can pull Thresh, which can pull Thresh.
yep.
Oh, there's the other person with the...
Let's. And I win
Oh, wow.
by a lot.
Well, oh, yeah, that was that person before who was in first. Damn, this is a good one.
Yeah,
Like, because you got really low.
I did. And then I made a comeback.
Okay, Abram did well, too. Good job, Abram.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maj says, honestly, the best bench to Thresh units are Janna, Soraka, Urgot, and another Thresh.
Yeah.
That probably makes sense, right?
Yeah. Because Thresh, I'm pretty sure when he does his ult, also reduces the mana cost. So when the Thresh pulls in the other Thresh, the Thresh can pull in something. I think.
So do you want to sell like the Gnar or something like
Oh,
that?
no, 50 bonus mana. Alright, Static Shiv.
Yeah, sell that to get the item.
Static Shiv. I guess it can go on Ezreal. That's fine.
Okay. Soraka.
Alright.
And Maj says, oh, and Wukong is pretty good as well. So you like hearing that. Oh, Abram.
Beat you, Abram.
Sorry, Abram.
Abram, you said I wasn't going to win this game, huh?
Well, you haven't won it yet, Dana.
I guess I haven't.
You don't get too cocky either, you know? Although you are in the top 3.
Yeah.
That's his Abram.
Ooh,
Ooh, there's a Janna. Selvanar, get the Janna? Yeah.
Sorry, Nar.
All right, what do we have?
I'm probably going to face against them.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yep. Oh, Abram's playing a ghost of that other person, too. Ghost means an exact copy of someone. You just don't deal damage to them if you win, but you still take damage if you lose. Oh! Or I knocked them out. Oh, Abram, it's just you and me.
Down to the final 2.
It's just you and me.
We'll see. So Abram said he was going to win and you weren't going to win. I'm just saying what he said. You think that's what's going to happen, or what are you thinking?
No, I think I'm going to win. I think I'm going to definitely win. Now if I can have that market. I'll do that.
All right, sounds good.
And do that, maybe. No, I like this. Where is Ace Soul?
Okay, this might be it. This might be the deciding round.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you got this.
Oh, I definitely got this.
Oh!
Abram, you said I wasn't gonna win. You said I wasn't gonna win.
Oh! Maj says, good game, well played. Thank you,
Abram,
Maj.
you spoke too soon.
Appreciate that. Well, thank you, everyone. Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
thank you everybody for watching. I know it was something a little different.
But for those of you that like TFT, hopefully you enjoyed it. And for those that
yeah.
didn't know it yet, maybe you found something kind of cool, right?